welcome to Saturday with Us. I am your host, Tito.
And Melanie.
And we are very excited to have you guys again for our special guest this week and also to go over what we talked about with our guest last week.
Yes.
So last week we had our guest talk about some real fun stuff. And we also were able to learn some new things that our guest does on the daily.
That's
right?
correct.
Or, well, not necessarily on the daily, but on her time off, right?
Yes.
So we were able to see the different things that they do, like with...
That's what I would like, her balloons,
Yep.
the face painting,
Yep.
Just the decoration she does for parties, which it was all really awesome.
And this week, we are actually having our special guest is Pastora Angie. And Pastora Angie is going to be talking about some fun activities that she does around the house. But before we do that, we want you guys to enjoy the video of Fun Facts with Us.
Enjoy, guys.
Hi guys, it's Jocelyn with Fun Facts with Us. Today we have a new member, Pepe the bird. Did you guys know that there are around 10,000 different species of birds around the world? Birds have hollow bones to help them fly, and the most common bird is the chicken. Some birds are so intelligent that they're able to build and use their own tools. There's this one bird, which is the largest and the fastest, and it's the ostrich. It's one of the largest birds, it lays the largest eggs, and it is super quick. It can run up to 97 miles per hour. So these were the fun facts for us. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye! Hi guys, it's Jocelyn with Fun Facts with Us. Today we have a new member, Pepe the bird. Did you guys know that there are around 10,000 different species of birds around the world? Birds have hollow bones to help them fly, and the most common bird is the chicken. Some birds are so intelligent that they're able to build and use their own tools. There's this one bird, which is the largest and the fastest, and it's the ostrich. It's one of the largest birds, it lays the largest eggs, and it is super quick. It can run up to 97 miles per hour. So these were the fun facts for us. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye!
Alright, Chini, thank you so much for those fun facts. That was very interesting with all these types of birds. Thank you so much, because we know that's a little bit out of your comfort zone, because Chini, for those of you who don't know, she's actually scared of a lot of birds, especially baby chicks. So thank you, Chini, for all those fun facts. That was awesome.
Yeah, and so far we've learned about chimpanzees, we've learned about octopus, and now we've learned about birds. So that's very interesting, the fun facts that we're learning through Chini's segment.
Yes.
And who would know that an ostrich could run 97 miles per hour? That's crazy. That's
like a car.
Yeah, you can go that fast in your car, which is so crazy. So now we would like to transition to our next important and exciting part of our day, and that is introducing our guest, Pastora Angie. So we are very excited to have Pastora Angie here with us and to learn a little bit more about what she does on her free time, what her hobbies are.
Hi, Pastora Angie, can you hear us?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good morning, how are you?
We are good. How are you doing, Pastora Angie?
I am doing great.
Awesome. So we know that you have some fun things that you like to do on your free time as hobbies. So talk to us a little bit about what those things are going to be, and then we can jump into some questions with you.
Good. So actually, on my free time, the very first thing that I love to do is sleep. but I cannot show that to you guys. I really like to relax and sleep. Another thing that I love doing is reading. As you guys can see, I have a couple books here. I love to read. Unfortunately, a lot of times I cannot read because I don't have the time, but I like reading. I like listening to music. I have a lot of music on my phone, and I also like to bake and cook, like you guys
Awesome,
can see.
awesome.
Awesome.
So, Pastora Angie, what type of books do you like to read?
Well, actually, if you ask Tony, he's gonna say that I read everything. I just love reading.
Okay.
And but like mostly I read stuff like church stuff. Like to be
Okay.
honest. Like look at this little book here.
So that says Jesus
Jesus in your
is
backpack.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah. So like basically Christian books, books that are gonna help me
Okay.
to learn something that's very important.
That's awesome. So you
Awesome.
a big reason why you read is because you like to learn something new. That's really cool.
Yes.
You do obtain a lot of information when
Yeah,
you're reading,
definitely.
so
Correct.
that's really awesome.
Yeah. So one of the questions that we have for you, and before we get into that question, we just want to let all the kids who are watching to go ahead and send us the questions that you have for Pastora Angie, because she will be answering those questions that you may have. So go ahead and start typing those questions. I already see that Alaya says hi. So just
Hi, Alaya.
go ahead and start sending your questions. So Pastora Angie, so like you were talking about, the books that you like to read. One of the questions that we have is, how many pages has been the longest book you have read?
I believe around 500. I don't like to read something really thick like this. You see this? This is the
Okay.
kids' Bible, and I think it's over 1,000 pages. Yes, 1,500
Wow.
pages. So no, I don't read a book like this. No, I like to read more like little ones.
Okay.
Little books, but they're little books, but they have a really good information, which is
Yeah.
the important
Exactly.
part.
Yeah.
It's about the quality, not the quantity.
Yes.
So I know that when I was growing up, it was hard for me to really like reading. It depended what book we were reading, and I would really like it, or I would be like, "Oh my gosh, this is so boring. Why do we have to read this book?" So, what would your response be to a kid that says reading is boring?
Well, actually, that is right. You are very, very right. So, a lot of times we find ourselves reading books for school. I don't have a school book here, but they're really boring. So they need to find books that are interesting. I have this little book here. This is Ashley's book. Sorry, Ashley. I found that on her room. These books like this, they're a little more interesting. If you get like, let's say, a Bible, look at this Bible here. This was Ashley's Bible when she was little. It's the Adventure Bible. So it has pictures and activities and all those kind of things that are interesting. So when you're gonna read a book, you need to find something that you will be definitely interested in reading.
Yeah.
And so you can learn and you can be, like engaged with the book. When I was little, fun fact, when I was little, I used to love the first day of school because they will give us the new textbooks. And my favorite was the science book. I will go home and I will like look at the book from the front page to the back page. I love the science book. It might be weird, but yeah, I used to love it.
That's awesome. So those are some good pointers.
Yeah.
You want to get books that are interesting and interactive too, because sometimes we read books that are just words and words and words.
Yeah.
So like when you get a book that has pictures, some different activities and questions that you can interact with, it helps you stay interested in what you're reading. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's good to like change it up a little bit, because you could be reading books at school because you kind of have to read them because you got to learn your subjects. But at the same time, switch it up with, on your free time, try to read something that has pictures that is descriptive and something that, like Pastor Andrew said, that interests you, because if it interests you, then you're actually gonna read the book and finish that book.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the next, so we're gonna move on to your next hobby. You mentioned that you like to listen to music. So what type of music is your favorite music to listen to?
So my favorite music, I know everybody's gonna laugh, but every time I want to listen to something, I really like Christian music, worship music,
Okay.
and for some reason, I don't know. It's I like salsa, merengue, or other types of music,
Yeah.
but worship music is my favorite. It's
Awesome.
my,
Yeah.
my number one.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, Alaya actually has another question for you, which is one of the questions we also had, and her question is, what is your favorite song?
My favorite song, she's gonna know it because I've seen her singing it. A tus pies.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that song is so powerful. I remember that when I first gave my life to Christ with my family, that was the song that was playing. So when that song is being sung or you hear it, it always brings it back that amazing feeling and that memory of like that was the song that was playing when I gave my life to Christ, and I will always remember that, and I still get that same tingling feeling that I felt that first day. That song, it's so amazing, and that's what I love about worship music is that no matter how many times you listen to a song, you always feel like it's the first time you listen to it because
Definitely.
it carries so much awesomeness to it. Like you mentioned, Pastora Angie, that you like to listen to salsa and merengue and stuff too. So there's one of my favorite songs of worship is a salsa song, and I can listen to that song a ton of times on repeat the same day, and it's like I listen to it for the first time each time, and it's so amazing. I just love it.
Yeah. So now that you told us what's your favorite song, do you have like a favorite artist or favorite group, or does it just...
Yes.
Yeah.
Christine Di Clario is my favorite.
Yep.
She's awesome.
Yeah. I would have to say that whenever I want to listen to music or something, and I have our Google Mini connected, the first one that comes to mind all the time is, "Hey Google, play Christina Gladio," and then we're listening to Christina Gladio throughout the day.
Yeah,
I know.
She's like the first one that pops up, even if you play, "Hey Google, play some Christian music in Spanish" or whatnot. She's like,
That happens to me in the car.
Yeah, so it's funny. Our Google thing just went off because we said, "Hey Google, play music." Anyways, we're actually going to take a second.
And we're going to say, "Hey Google, stop music." And back to the questions.
All right. All right. So, that's, some very interesting artists. So now, before we head to our next topic and our next questions, we want to show our activity video of the week, which Gian, your daughter, is the one who helps us out with those videos. So let's just take a quick break and let's go ahead and watch that video.
Some Alka-Seltzer tablets, and some cooking oil. And then you can also add glitter. Okay, so for our first step, we're gonna take our plastic bottles and we're going to mark them at 3/4 of the bottle. What I did was that I marked mine with some Sharpie so that I would know when to stop, and you can ask your parents or your older siblings for help with that. And we're gonna fill those up with the cooking oil. Make sure to clean the spills too so that your mom and dad don't get mad at you. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to add some water. You want to make sure not to overfill it though. Next, we're going to take some food coloring and we're going to put a few drops into each. Easy peasy. And then if you guys want, you can add glitter to your bottles. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna open your Alka-Seltzer tablets and you're gonna take 2 and then you're gonna split them so that you can get them into the holes easier. So I'll see you guys next week with our next activity. Bye!
That was a really cool activity. The lava lamps was a hit. I think that we have done some really cool activities in the past 3 weeks, but so far I think even though the Mentos and Coke was really fun, I think that this one is kind of at the top of the list as well. So? I don't know.
Well, thank you, Jan, so much for that activity video. It was awesome. I love the little dancing with Ashley. It was fun.
So, kids, we want to remind you guys as we go back to the questions with Pastora Angie. We want to remind you guys to submit your questions. Yes. We actually have two more questions that have come in. So, Pastora Angie, we're going to start with those questions, and then we'll go into our next ones.
All right. So, the next question comes from Lily, and Lily wants to know, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is pink.
Pink.
Awesome.
Nice. And then Alaya has another question for you, and she wants to know, what's your favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food. All right. So I love pork chops. That's my favorite. Rice, beans, and pork chops. That's the ultimate favorite.
Yeah, it's delicious food.
So, Pastora Angie, we see that now you are standing in your kitchen. And we have a question asking, what is your favorite meal to cook?
Well, actually, since chuletas, pork chops are my favorite, I love cooking pork chops, and I love making rice and beans.
Nice. Okay, so you like to cook your favorite meal, which is awesome.
Yes.
Because sometimes people, they like something a lot, but they don't like to make it, which is interesting.
Or they like it from somebody else who makes it. But at least you can make it your own, and it's what you like. So whenever you want to eat it, you can get up and make it, right?
Yeah. So this next question, I think this next question is gonna bring a little bit of controversy into your kitchen. So the question is, who is the better cook, you or Pastor Tony?
Well, I gotta admit, I was a teacher. He was the what is it called? El alumno.
The student.
The student. So actually, he is the king of the grill. I don't know how to grill. But he cooks really good. Really good. I think he cooks better than me.
All right, well, there you heard it, guys.
So, if you want some good food, we can reach out to Pastor Tony and he can cook some good food.
Especially if it's girls, because that's where he's looking at, all right? I actually remember, it was very late at night, and we actually went to Pastor Tony and Pastor Angie's house, and it was late. It was probably 9, 10 o'clock. And at that time, we went to Jewel's, and we had bought pork chops and plantains, and Pastora Angie actually made pork chops and mofongo, which is a Puerto Rican dish. And we were eating that at 10, 11 o'clock at night, and it was one of the best meals. It was just fun hanging out together and actually being able to enjoy Pastora Angie's food. So something I always remember.
Yep.
All right,
we actually do that all the time. We cook really late.
All right, so we have one more question from Max. And Max's question is, what type of food do you not like?
Oh, good question.
I don't like seafood.
Oh, okay.
No, big no,
So,
no. No
so
seafood
no
for me.
seafood at all, like no shrimp, nothing, nothing.
No,
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I'm happy with a pork chop.
Alrighty, so now we want to go into some questions with what else you'd like to do in the kitchen. So we see that you have some pans and stuff around your kitchen. So talk to us a little bit about what things you do with those.
So actually, I really enjoy baking. I don't do it a lot lately because I don't have a lot of time. But I like making muffins. We
Okay.
make cookies. I show Gianna and Ashley also, and they are the
Nice.
ones that are usually um, in the kitchen doing that. And
Okay.
today I want to show you guys how to make easy muffins and easy
Nice.
cookies with the help
Awesome.
of your parents.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and start that process then. How what's the first thing that you need to start making your muffins or cookies?
All right, so it's really simple. You go to Walmart, okay, because it's cheaper. And you go to the baking aisle, and you're gonna get the muffin mix
Okay.
that looks like this, and you just add milk to it, so you don't have a lot of steps. It's just
Oh, wow.
milk, okay. And then for the cookies, you go to the freezer and you're gonna get the Walmart brand, which is really good. No, you can get whatever you want, but they are ready to bake. So it's really
Nice.
simple.
Nice.
All right.
And
So you mentioned that with the muffins, all you have to add is milk. That's pretty awesome.
exactly. So of course you're gonna need your parents' help or your big brother or sister's help.
Mhm.
And you're gonna first of all read the instructions.
Okay.
You need to preheat the oven, which I already did that.
It's all set.
It's all on. And then you're gonna measure your milk, which I have measured here. It's half a cup because
Okay.
we need to follow the instructions. And then this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pour the mix and the milk. It's super simple, super easy to do. And then with your mixer or your I have I have the electric one. Sorry, I didn't. And I have this one too. Both of them work, but the electric one is faster.
Yeah.
Much faster,
And this
much
is what you're
easier.
gonna do. You're gonna mix it like this. Right? And once it's mixed,
That's so
our
cool.
next step is right here.
Okay.
We're gonna need this little muffin paper. What are they called? Paper cups.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
there
it
you
on
go.
our tray. You need a muffin tray as well.
Right.
I'm gonna put it here real quick. And I got these little cute ones because tomorrow I'm gonna bring these muffins to church for kids.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
For kids, Pastora Angie will be bringing her famous muffins to church. So we'll go ahead and enjoy those muffins tomorrow.
Yeah. And then this is my little helper here. It's the ice cream scooper. So you're gonna fill one like this, and you're gonna
That's good. Use the scooper because then you're getting the right portion.
Right, the right amount,
in
and
each
it's
of
not
them.
spilling everywhere, you know.
Yes, it's super easy to do like this.
Wow.
And then you're gonna fill all of them real quick.
That's so cool.
And
it's
you're gonna
nice
put it in the oven.
easy and fast, you know.
Yeah. Don't have to add a lot of
Yeah,
ingredients.
not a lot of
Just
ingredients, just milk, mix,
And
put
this
it in the oven.
is going to the oven
milk. Awesome.
Nice.
for 16 minutes. So I use the kitchen timer.
Okay.
And when 16 minutes go by,
Look at
you
that.
have your muffins. And
There's
they
the
are
final
delicious.
That is
And
so
for
cool.
Yes, for your cookies, let me show you how you make the cookies.
Oh yeah, can't forget about the cookies.
Yes.
Yes, this is what Jan and Ashley love the most. So this is
Cookies.
how the cookies come in the pack.
Okay.
So they're super easy.
They're already
You're gonna
like pre-cut.
you're gonna put them like this. You're gonna leave some space between
Right.
each
Yeah,
square, right? Like
yeah.
this. You're gonna put it in the oven, right? But you need to read the instructions because you need to preheat you need to put the oven to a different temperature.
Then
Okay?
the
muffins,
And
yeah.
and then when the time goes by,
Look at the cookies.
here are
Wow.
the cookies. And they are super good.
I think
Super
we're gonna
good.
get some cookies.
Yes, we are.
I'm gonna bring the cookies and the muffins tomorrow.
Awesome,
Thank you so much for that. We
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
Thank you for showing us some quick ideas for baking. I think that sometimes you have like a movie night or something like that, and those are very simple that the kids, with the help of their parents or an older sibling, they can make them. I'm still kind of stuck on the fact that for the muffins, all you had to add was milk.
Yeah.
Like usually you have to add eggs, you have to add all this stuff, and all you have to do was milk. So that's awesome.
Right.
And actually, these are chocolate chips, but I usually get double chocolate for me because I love chocolate.
Yeah, I know you love chocolate.
Yeah, Pastora Angie is a chocolate lover. So we have each Sunday, as you know, we do KidsZone with our kids, and it's a time where we go through a video of a lesson, and they're learning different topics, different things, alongside with a Bible story. So this week, our lesson is overcoming fear, and the main point of the lesson is fear cannot stop me from doing what I need to do. The Bible verse that it's referring to is from 2 Timothy 1:7, and it says the following: God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline. So one of the questions we're going to be asking the kids, Pastora Angie, and I would like to ask you at the moment is, what spirit has God given us according to this Bible verse?
So basically, when you have fear, you are not able to do a lot of things that you would love to do. Like maybe baking, you don't know, like you say, you were surprised with how many ingredients the muffin needed, and it was just milk. So maybe you don't get to make the muffins that you want to make because you have fear of not knowing how to mix, how to get all the ingredients. But God has given you the power, right, to just overcome that fear. So you just need to believe in yourself, step forward, and get what go and get done what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely. I think that through the power, like you mentioned, the power that God gives us, and that Bible verse says it, He gave us power, love, and self-discipline to be able to overcome our fear. So one thing that we can encourage our kids to do is, if you feel some fear, pray to God, and He's going to help you get past that fear, or put tools or people in front of you to help you with those fears. So
and for them to know that it can be. You could be like Angie, the Pastora Angie said, it could be baking, it could be the smallest thing, but it's
you can overcome it.
Exactly.
You can overcome it. So, Pastora Angie, we want to thank you today for being our special guest. We enjoyed our time. We enjoyed our time learning how you like to read books, and you like to listen to music, and you like baking, and it's not that hard to do these baking things. And cooking. She likes pork chops. She likes chocolate. So if you're thinking of ever getting Pastora Angie a gift, maybe one day you just show up with a pack of pork chops or chocolate to church, and you give it to her. So thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me over. It was just, I had a great time, and I hope everybody had a great time as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, Pastora Angie. Thank you also, kids, parents, for watching today, watching another episode. Thank you so much for joining us. And we just want to let you guys know, to be on the lookout because tomorrow we're going to be announcing who our guest is going to be for next week, which we are so excited, and we know that you guys are going to be excited. And before we close out, we just want to quick announcement that we want to let you guys know is that this year we are having apple picking. Okay, so tomorrow at church we're going to be giving you more information about apple picking. Where is it going to be? At what time? How much is it going to cost? So be on the lookout for that information because we are going apple picking. We're going to take all the necessary precautions to make sure that we are all safe.
All right, guys, thank you again for connecting. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.